Okay, making this video. People are talking about the vanishing. I think it might be bugged. I got my own thoughts on that and what it probably is. I think it's like ping related. And I'll try to show that in the video. What I think's happening. Um, it's just very strange. It doesn't seem like how it did in the beginning of the game with the vanishing. Yeah, they changed how vanishing works, but that doesn't mean that we shouldn't. Z players are consistently missing multiple vanishes a game and the same kind of patterns. So I'm gonna show that and show pretty much rant on why I think why that's happening. All right, we got another one here. Another long day, dude. Today, these games. Well, yesterday were these games. Started off like shit, man. Man, look, you can already see it, man. Game's laggy, dude. And this is what I'm trying to address, man. Are you guys having this fucking problem? Like, maybe it's where I live? Maybe my computer's just finally getting too old? It is very old, but I should at least be able to pull 60 frames. Look at that. I can't hit a single vanish. I didn't hit a single vanish. Bro, I am Z rank. You can't say I just suck like at vanishing. This is what I'm trying to say. Like, it's beyond the point of just saying somebody sucks. Look at that. You saw me lag right there. And this is what's happening. Like, people are gonna be like, oh, but you could hit super counters. Okay. What I see happening with the super counters is in games like this, out of 2 punches, I throw the super counter on punch 1, but it will hit on punch 2, right? There's a full punch worth of delay, and I'm hitting super counter imperfectly and landing it. And I think that's happening to a lot of people, landing it on accident, and they don't necessarily understand that they're... I can't play people like this, man. You're not... Yeah. What I'm saying there is the dude lags and they just abuse the Vanish Wars. Like, that's all they can do. And they learn to play like that, so they don't know how to do any of the boxing. It's insane. Try to hit him with the anime intro. Yeah, I missed my first Vanish. I'm like, alright, whatever. Okay, I see this guy's not engaging. Hit him with the blend. He hits a good super counter. That I hate, dude. You hit terrain and your guy does the burst dash because you're pressing the left stick. He countered my wild sense there. That was good. I can't vanish though. Can't vanish, man. Yeah, get a super counter off. Can't vanish, man. Like, that's the first one, man. That slow ass thing too, I can't vanish. And like, I have the connection down here covered on accident, but it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't show anything. Up, man. Like, so I'm raging there about not being able to vanish, probably. Like, kids, yeah, they play on Tournament of Power, drops the frames, and then they lag and get those Vanish Wars off every time, and then he just sits there and insta-sparks. It's like, okay, dude, like, we're not playing the game here. A B5. This is the one, boys. He starts with skill points? That's weird. I cannot vanish. Look at look. I literally cannot vanish. Okay, I get his back, and then my 6 punch goes in. You see what I'm saying? I literally said the same things earlier. When you lag, there's a look at that. I take his back, and he has time to turn around and perception me when I took his back. There's too many games I play like this. I mean, that's gonna happen. That's a counter to Wild Sense. But you're telling me that as a Z rank player, I can't hit any of my vanishes? 0 almost of my vanishes against this guy? He regular perceptioned my heavy hit. Probably because it didn't register as a heavy of me holding the button down. But he did not get costed a super perception for me hitting the down X on him. I don't know how I hit that super counter. Damn, it got me with the Wild Sense. But little things, okay, yeah, I was raging, bro, because it was lagging so bad, dude. It doesn't even look like it's lagging. That's the worst part. It's like hard to explain this to somebody, you know. The kids that play, though, I'm sure you're feeling the same thing. I know Al Woohoo's talking about it. He thinks it's just a bug in the game, but it's the lag in the game. It's the ping delay and the connection between players is what's causing these issues in the timing. Like he was saying that you can't dodge after a super counter. You can't vanish unless you're in rank DP. But I think it's a connection thing. It's like these small changes are throwing off the timings of everything because they're allowing kids like this to play in 4 and above lobbies. I think what's happening is kids are sitting in the lobby with no communication with other players, and they have 4 bars barely, and then they get into a game and then they go way down to 3 bars because their network is getting buffered. You know, they're actually getting like input put into it, and then once it has some stress on it, now you're sitting at like barely a 3 bar, you know. So it's like, what the fuck? Look at this, man. Like, we straight up DC'd. This is post patch with the Windows thing. Like this, it's like connection to opponent loss, bro. Oh, he just left because I was gonna beat his ass. But still, man, let me watch this again. Let me watch this. I'm throwing my 6. I was rounding. Yeah, I'm talking about the 6x thing. Like that? Like, why am I fucking lagging when I'm host? Yeah, I'm host, but I'm getting ping delay for this kid having bad internet. Bro, he should be lagging. Bro, it's so weird. I'm gonna leave myself unmuted. I want to hear what I'm raging about. Bro. He just grabs over and over. And yeah, for him, just get into a vanish war. You know you're gonna win that shit. Because I can't vanish. Look at that. See? This dude. Is my host. Bro. So my 6x is coming through again, and then we just freeze here because I think he realized he was going to lose. But why is my 6x coming in? You'll watch me for 100 games straight not do that. And then all of a sudden against a B5 player, I do it 2 times and I can't vanish. So something's not adding up there. Something is not adding up there. Yeah, I'd be raging. I still didn't change my shit. Okay, here we go. Like, shit on. He just kicked me in the middle of my fucking dash, bro. Okay, and I can't vanish. That's cool, man. Look how much I'm lagging because of other kids. Look at this red fucking bar, dude. Bro, this is crazy. Look at that, dude. Wow. We need to fix this, dude. Look at this. Like, holy shit, man. That ain't no 4 bars and above. Like, this guy's just really bad, but man, yeah, you can see it in the beginning, especially. And it just makes me want to troll kids like this. Like, Yeah, they only know how to Vanish War and sit back and play key advantage. Like, bro, you see that chat? That was another one right there, right? My body turned, but neither my block or my perception went off. That was pretty good by him, but he fucked up, not anticipating Wild Sense. Oh, my Wild Sense actually didn't even go off. That's crazy. Damn. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, and he could super counter every punch, man. Yeah. You see how I blend the guy last game, but he's super countering me every time. I mean, the last round against this guy blended the shit out of him. See him just trying to insta spark every time. He can't even do proper vanishes or block ups, but he can super counter me 3 times. Explain me that. I hit him with the same thing, that anime intro every time. See, look at that. I take his back and I'm standing there holding perception, bro. Like that vanish is coming through with me holding perception. I'm holding both, and the vanish goes off. If I let go of both of those and start punching, I shouldn't come out of the vanish holding my perception still. I should be punching. But with the one punch delay, as I vanish, the game thinks I held the perception 1 second longer. So when I come out of the vanish, I'm standing there looking like a fucking retard with perception out. That's now I'm hitting X on my controller and perception is being held. Surprised he's not using that transmission to just charge his key. That's what a lot of kids do. He just sucks so bad he can't hang, but you see the same issues in how he's playing. It's the same thing. Same thing as the end of those Gogeta games too with the other guy. I remember this kid. I remember this kid was for sure lagging. Broly? Oh no, what the hell? Again, man, I hit one vanish, but Jesus Christ, dude. One vanish. And this is what Al Woohoo's talking about. Okay, yeah. Like no matter how you time that second vanish, it's not gonna work because it's not about the timing at all. It's the game is closing the window and your buttons are going in outside the window. It can't vanish. And I'm not playing this guy. I literally can't fucking vanish. And so many kids are like this, dude. Like I don't know how they allow this. Bro, see, and he gets a fucking body block off. Doesn't hit my perception. Can't vanish. Can't vanish. Can't vanish. Can't vanish. Literally can't hit a single vanish. But you see me, and even in the other videos, I can hit some of them, right? Supposed to put this. So that's what I'm saying. It's not about being frame perfect like the dude was trying to slow down Al Woohoo's video. It's not about getting the timing right because you could hit it later or earlier. Like what's happening is there's ping delay and the window is way off there. Like as those fast movements are happening, that little window where you're supposed to be able to vanish is just thrown so far off, like so far off. And the reason super counters work is because there's more opportunities for super counters to be hit. So if they're hitting you with 5 punches, right? You can't vanish all 5 of those punches, but you could super counter all 5 of those punches depending on when you hit it. So if you hit it on punch 1, it might not register punch 1, but it might register punch 3 or 4 depending on the lag, and you'll hit that super counter. But the vanishes, you're just fucked. You're never gonna you wait. So I have to hit it at negative. Take the same sequence that I just did with the super counters of like 1 to 3 of the time. I have to hit the vanish 0.2 seconds before the dude throws a heavy at me. How am I supposed to ever do that? Like, and how am I supposed to account for that ever? Like, this is the issue. Is in the reason none of us can hit that vanish is because we have to be hitting it way earlier than when we're hitting it, which doesn't make any sense. But that's why the super counters are working, because there's more opportunities. But that's literally what it is the delay and this weird lag comp that they have in the game for these kids that barely ride 3 bars. Like, it's super strange, man. Super strange. This is my first video back. Look, first video back on 5 bars and above, and I can hit every single vanish. Super countered him, vanish. I hit more vanishes in this game than I did against all those other kids. Oh man, I don't know how that didn't hit. Look at that, crazy, right? We can actually have a vanish war. Crazy, right? Crazy, right? Crazy, right? I proved my point. I proved my point. Crazy when you can hit vanishes. It was an hour of not being able to hit vanishes consistently. I put it on 5 bars and above. Hit literally the first dude. We hit the vanish wars. So I proved my point.